Hey Jack Squad and our YouTube family, how's everybody doing today? This is Terrific Tuesday, right? We're going to make it the best. We're going to do the best we can with today. Listen, the saga continues with the TGIFT, right? Everybody got something to say. Everybody got something to say. I do too. Now listen, this is my take on it, right? So yesterday, they did not come on. They did not come on. My subs informed me that they were not on, but they also informed me that Al was live on his YouTube channel and Armon went live on his channel, right? Listen, y'all, this is what I'm going to say. I keep hearing that Al was little boy in Armon, okay? If he was doing that, he was wrong for that. I didn't watch it, so I can't really comment on that. But if he was doing that, he was wrong. They said about the first month. Okay, this is month 3. First of all, let me just say this. Armon, you were still in your probationary period, sir. You just made the 90 days, okay? And you done fucked up the thing already in the 90-day period. You know what that means. Now, I don't care how they trying to spin it. I don't care how they trying to spin it. If they not coming back with a sincere apology in front of us on the screen, it's going to keep the animosity's going to stay, right? They need to have some HR intervention. But anyway, so they say that Al was sonning Armon. I didn't see it, so I really can't say what it looked like. But I'm going to say this as an elder, right? I try not to do that. I try not to do that. But it is what it is. If you are older and wiser, that's what it is, right? And sometimes you got to take that with respect or take that with a grain of salt. Now, if it continues, then you need to have a conversation and say, hey, this is how this makes me feel, right? I understand that contractually, Armon was to do the roast. I understand that. But you went far. You went deep, bruh. You went deep. You went hurtful. You went down to the gut, right? Roast started to be funny. It wasn't funny to me. It wasn't funny to me. I don't know about anybody else, but it wasn't ha 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 ooh, it wasn't funny to me, right? It was mean. Now, I don't even know about the background because I have not been watching it since Funky left. I don't know the dynamic. I don't know what the behind the scenes situation is. I have not looked at the energy. So to me, I was like, whoa, grabbing my pearls, right? But if you've been watching it, I guess you understood where our mind was coming from, right? I still say that you do not bring behind the scenes garbage, trash situations to the forefront. That's what I'm saying, because you want to keep your audience, and unless you want to switch the audience to that messy, ghetto, ratchet audience, okay. But if you're trying to be mainstream and Fox is a corporate entity, you don't bring that to the forefront. You don't. That's a conversation you have behind the scenes, on the phone, in person, in the HR office, sitting down for drinks, sitting down for coffee at the lunchroom. That's where you had that at. You don't have that for the world to see. But you know, I know Armon is young, and I know he was thinking, I'm doing my big one. I've got this old nigga, right? But let me just say this too. Al, he's in the alphabet community. I don't know if he's gay, if he's bisexual. I don't know. I think he's going bisexual, but I'm just saying, whatever he is in the alphabet community, and he opened the door for you, Armon. Respect that part. Just respect that part. Talk to him, be like, hey, I don't like how you sunning me. Don't do that. I don't like that. And I'm sure with the intelligence that Al have, he would have received it and responded in a positive way. That's all I'm saying. I don't know these people, but that's what I'm saying, right? But for you to get on there and say all that with the Vic Joker smile, like I'm doing it. I'm doing my big one right now. You was new on the set, sir. Let this be a lesson to anybody, especially you youngins who don't listen. When you knew on any set, whether it's your job, a relationship, you had a family function, you had a job picnic, whatever you at, sit back and watch. Don't run off at the mouth. Sit back and watch. You too new to have an opinion. You too new to be speaking what you feeling. Too new. You're too new. You're too new for that. I'm sorry. That's just the way the world is, right? Just fall back and just pay attention. Put it in your memory banks, right? I know you felt that was an opportune time to let him know how you feel. God damn it. You've been sunning me for 3 months. For 90 days, you've been sunning me, right? And now I'm going to get you. I don't think if that was punishment, fit the crime. I don't. If he was sunning you, you could have said something about that in a funny kind of way, and then let that go. But you went deeper. You kept going deeper and deeper and deeper. Claudia was over there smiling like the Joker. Now, they saying, it was a guy on somebody's podcast, YouTube channel that was live. I couldn't see him. He said, yeah, we don't really know Claudia. She's really a nice person, so on and so forth. That may be true. But it still appears that Claudia put the battery in his back. It appears. And listen, when you're 30-something, you can be manipulated with just a few words and don't even know it, right? I know everybody think they so gameful and they so colorful and they so smart and skillful. But an old head can manipulate you. Put thoughts in your head. She might have been putting thoughts in your head and you didn't even know, just with certain key words, 30, 40, since you got there. Who knows, right? I think that Armon is immature and he was in his feelings. You know, the girls be in their feelings. He was in his feelings. See, you got to, I understand you're a gay man, but at some point you got to, and I know because I watch them all the time. I ain't gay, I'm no gay man, nothing like that, but I watch them, they're always in their feelings. That's a trait. They're always in their feelings. But in a position that you're in, you cannot bring the YouTube ratchetness. Even though it's being shown on YouTube, Fox is a corporate entity. They play a little different over there. That's all I'm saying. They play a little different. See, when you on your YouTube channel, you pretty much say what you want. Can't do a whole bunch of cussing, but you can say what you want. You can feel how you feel and let your feelings be known. When you're talking for someone else, you got to talk how they want you to talk. Got to stay within the guidelines, whatever that was. And they probably didn't have guidelines. They just may not have thought it was going to go so low and so deep. But listen, like I said before, black folks don't roast. That's the quickest way to get your ass whooped, is roasting somebody. Now we got to be cool. You done talked about me like a dog and made everybody laugh at me, and now we supposed to be cool? Now we supposed to work together? No, it don't work like that. He's human. Al is human. Whether Al was wrong or right, he's human. Listen, you couldn't have talked about me like that, and then I'm going to just sit there and be cool with it. Now, it was Al's birthday. I'm sure he was heated. Listening to him talk to Funky, he was so heated, he didn't even realize Funky was on live. Listening, and people say that because he called Funky, that blew it up. That could be true, but not really, because we all saw the roast. The roast was downright funky. The roast was downright nasty. It's nasty, right? So, it may not have got that rolled over that quickly. See, it over the weekend, it just poof, right? But it would have gotten bigger. It would have gotten bigger because, first of all, the energy on the set. Now, Armon went on his live and said they on vacation. What you say? Not vacation. Y'all didn't let us know. Y'all didn't tell us. We're head on. We're going to be on vacation next week. From what I hear, I don't watch it. The people say they had no warning of this vacation. Now, I'm going to say this. Al in his feelings, right? Which he should be. I would have had to call Buddy, or go to his house. I don't know if they all in L.A. I don't know where they at, but I'd have had to call him and listen here, sir. Listen here, sir. Right? But Al, over the weekend, it was his birthday. I'm sure he was drinking, and all kind of emotions and stuff go in your head now when the alcohol is involved, right? Then you got other bloggers, they Funky in it by default, just because Al called him. Funky ain't had nothing to do. He minded his business over there on his channel, right? Then you got Tasha K weighing in on everybody's business, right? Which that's what she do. But that made it bigger. See that when you put the big names in there, that made it bigger. Tasha K and Funky is biggest names in the YouTube world, right? So that blew it all the way up. Like I said, Armon is immature. That's what I'm gonna say. And Al had to cool down. Now, this is what I'm also gonna say. Al probably told them people, listen, they shifted and moving things around, right? Now, one thing Tasha K did say is that they was interviewing for his spot right in his face, because they got the 3 hosts. Why do we need to guess? Everybody was present. Think about that. She could be on to something. I don't know. She could be on. I haven't watched it, and I was planning on watching it yesterday. I was planning on watching it today, but now they're on vacation. I think this is a cooling down period. Like, we're going to forget. We ain't going to forget. We're going to wait. We're going to be posted as soon as they come on. Let's see what happens, right? Let's see if they come back with a, I took that the wrong way by Al, or if Armon say I went too deep on the ropes, I'm sorry. I'm just, see, the way Armon can clean this up and say, like, you know, I am younger than you, and I felt you were sunning me, and I felt disrespected, and I didn't like it, and I went a little too far. Boom, that's it. Al could say, I didn't mean to sun you. I am older than you, and that's just, I'm more experienced than you. I could see him saying that, and I didn't mean to do that, and I apologize if you felt that way. Boom. Now what Claudia gonna say, I don't know, because Claudia is supposedly the snake in the middle. Don't know, right? They say she all in the YouTube streets interviewing with people trying to tell her story, right? It appears to be that Claudia put a battery in his back unknowingly. Let's say maybe unknowingly. Maybe she was venting him like she vented to Tasha K. Why would you tell Tasha K? Why would anybody, especially somebody that's in the know, somebody that's in the media world, why would you tell Tasha K anything? Now, she interviewing you, you've been molested, you've been, something happened tragically to you, or you want to just tell your story about what happened, okay, cool. But somebody like Claudia, why would you tell Tasha K anything? And Tasha K been had this info, and she waited for the opportune moment like a sniper and said, pow, here we go. She told me this and she told me that, right? Got to be careful, people. You know, T.S. Madison said she did her like that. Like, you got to be careful with these folks here. Some folks I just would not even talk to, not even on a friendly basis, because whatever you say, they're going to take it and mix it and turn it the way they want to take it. I wouldn't even talk to. Certain people I just wouldn't even talk to. You know, just like anything in life and work, there's certain people I don't talk to. I'm just act like I don't even see them. Just ain't even worth the time, ain't even worth the bother, ain't even worth wasting my peace on them people, right? And that's what Claudia should have did. But Claudia obviously talked too much. Al was on live. Now, I didn't get a chance to watch his live. I started, but he had on the road, and it was called The Court of Public Opinion. And I thought he was going to talk about, and he may have, I forgot to watch it, about the situation at hand, right? And he had some lawyers on there. I don't know what all was going on, right? They pulled the funky. Al pulled the funky. I ain't got to be on here. I got my own channel, right? Listen. I feel like this. Fox Soul should have paid Funky what he was asking, or what Funky felt he was worth. Because I've seen a lot of people say they have not watched since Funky left. I have not. I didn't watch it before. I watched it because of Funky. So you took Funky off, I stopped watching it, right? I made time out my day because I do a lot of stuff and I watch a lot of things. Took time out my day to watch that, right? He wasn't there. I didn't have to waste that time no more. Even though it wasn't a waste watching Funky, but I'm just saying I wouldn't get ready to waste no time on that because I don't have it, right? And I'm sure a lot of people felt the same way. Funky is entertaining. Yes, he can say some things that we don't agree with, but that's anybody. But he is entertaining, and he is the GOAT at what he do, flat out, right? And so then we get to, in my mind, I get to the money. So they're paying everybody $250,000, estimated. That's what Funky say. Tasha K seem to know more than they do. I don't know. But they pay them a lot of money to not be getting the numbers and not to be as entertaining as they should be. I just don't think that they're... Alice, he quotes all the facts. Maybe they tell him the facts, or maybe he researched the facts. I'm not sure. But he's good in that position. I don't know if Claudia bring all what she thinks she bring to the table. I know Funky did. I didn't watch Armon, so I don't know. And I really don't watch his YouTube channel, so I don't know what he'd bring. But for $250,000, $1.5 million, whatever they paying in total, that's paying a lot to not get the numbers that they trying to get, right? So they may go back to the table. See, listen, this is what white folks do. They may go back to the executive table and say, listen here, y'all. We paying him $250, $750 million. Is that right? I don't know. I said that wrong. But it's a lot of money, right? Is they worth it? Now, what they could do is just revamp it, right? You want to have something for black folks as Black Soul, they could revamp it, right? Let's get some more peoples on here. But see, some people are good by themselves. Some people are great by themselves, and some people are good by themselves, and then some people are great when they have somebody else. There are YouTube creators that I watch that are very good with somebody else, right? So they're going to have to find a combination that works. They're going to have, and I don't know, can we get a straight man on there? Do all the men got to be gay or trans or bi? Is this what the type of, I'm just asking, I'm just asking, Can Flame Monroe and, what's her name? T.S. Madison be together? I don't know. Do they get along? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Can they replace Claudia? Now, Nene helped create the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and they replaced her. So I look like Claudia can be erased and put somebody with a stronger personality in that position. I don't know, but I tell you what, they on vacation, and that means we revamping. That means Al said I ain't going back if he there. That's what I'm still saying that. Al said I ain't. If y'all got to get it's either me or him. That's what I'm saying. I don't know, but I know that they're gonna have to get it together. Now they also saying that this is Claudia's longest job she had. Every little podcast, every little situation, she didn't last that long. So she's fighting for her life, and I get that. But I think that she may be the common denominator to the mess. And if you the common denominator to the mess, if you the nuclei, got to get rid of you, right? And we just can't bring, even though they're shown on YouTube, you cannot bring the YouTube ratchet chaos, messiness. That ain't the look they're going for. You can't do that. If it was, they would have been back on. See what I'm saying? And maybe Armon is not reading the room, and in his zeal and in his happiness to have coveted a spot like that, he might not have sat back and thought what they're looking for. Because he is young. See, listen. Life can be wasted on the youth, right? You got to pay attention. And as them people being seasoned in the game, you should have just been cool. They asked you to roast, you should have roasted Al the way he roasted you. I'm just saying, fair exchange ain't no robbery. No, you went all the way deep with a shovel. It hurt the man's feelings, right? They're supposed to be on vacation till mid-July. That's a long time. That means we switching shit up. We at the table thinking about what we gonna do, who we gonna replace, if we gonna have the show. We've coming up with ideas. They in a think tank right now, right? And they just may get canceled because they spending a lot of money for nothing. Should have kept Funky. Some people you got to pay them what they worth. You just do. Because Funky brought a different perspective. Funky brought, they all got different perspectives, but Funky brought the comedic value to it. And he pretty much has good sense. He got his own thoughts and things. Everybody not the same. I disagree with some things he said, but for the most part, he's the reason why I watch YouTube. I ain't never been a YouTube watcher, right? So some kind of way I got hip to him and been watching for years. Just like T.S. Madison. Came down my timeline with Kaya. And I was like, ooh, they interesting. Ooh, they funny. Started watching them. I was devastated when Kaya, they broke up, right? The dynamic between T.S. Madison and Craig is good. Now, T.S. Madison is good, but when she's with somebody, she's even better. Some people can stand alone and be great, and some people need somebody else to be great. That's all I'm saying, right? Funky Donnie was in that mix with Miss Sophie and T.S. Madison. Funky is a great addition to anything that he does, in my opinion, right? No, we don't agree with everything he says, but do we agree with everything anybody says? So, Armon and Al, y'all need to be fixing that. For the sake of your bag, y'all need to be fixing that. Armon might be out, though. And on his live, he said he ain't worried about nothing. He okay, he great. He said a whole lot of nothing. He wasn't going to really talk about that. But what you thought we was on here for, sir? So, we'll see. Claudia, you better be digging around for you and just a little something else to do. Right? Because, how they is. White folks is finicky like that. They may call y'all may get that email and said your services are no longer needed. We going in a different direction. Period. Right? So anyway, y'all, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. All my information is down in the description box. And y'all be cool, okay? Enjoy my live tonight at 8. we talking politics tonight. Every Tuesday we talk politics. So come on in and give me your opinion. All right. Bye-bye.